Welcome back to Victory Podcast. I'm your host, Jonas.
I'm Parker.
And we're back with the in-person, and we're back hopefully early, because
Like a month.
like literally since the beginning of the year. Nothing's changed though.
Nope.
I mean,
still got a full head of hair.
yeah, didn't
End of the
last IRL podcast we were talking about you having to buzz your head if the
and
Patriots won.
After the last day of school, I'm buzzing my hair. And when summer hits, I'll be back. I'll make a deal. I won't wear a hat until summer.
This person from my school
Yep.
is getting a pink buzz.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Protostar?
No, they are not the Proto Star. If anything, they are a Beta Star because they
Stop.
Stop. But we got to talk about some wrestling. I think we're doing pretty good on stats right now. I did reach out to the three companies. Like I said, one of them did reply. This is the thumbnail, by the way. I think it's pretty all right. Like I said, the only one that replied was Prime, and they said, yeah, no, we don't want you. No, I'm kidding. They just said they weren't doing sponsorships right now. But anything important since last recording? I don't think anything crazy.
No, I mean Joe Hendry had his first title defense. I think we mentioned that.
Yeah, you probably did.
There's
number one Glazer.
We could have had the chance of either doing the podcast or, if we knew about it earlier, going to meet Jeff Hardy and Lex Luger, because they're in a town. They're probably not much. It's like something like that. I don't know. It's in a city around 45 minutes,
right?
An hour away. Yeah,
Just say it. You already said you want the collision there.
Springfield, whatever. Anyway, but if I knew that was happening, respectfully, I would have skipped the podcast to go
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
But we didn't know that was happening, so we came to the podcast. My other friend did go there.
Oh, it's all AI. That looks really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah, but it's at some book/comic store thing. But from what my friend told me, there's not a lot of people there, so he had a 5-minute conversations with the Hardys. He showed him some pictures of him. He was 8 or 7. He dressed up as Matt Hardy. He had the kind of I forgot what it's called, the arm sleeve with the you know what I'm talking about, the netted sleeves.
Yeah, arm sleeves.
And he had a Hardy shirt on. But he was asking how school's going and who his favorite wrestlers were. What he thinks is
if
gonna
you're in
happen
front of
at
them,
Mania.
respectfully, you gotta say that.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's just cool that, because a lot of meet and greets and stuff like that, I've never been to one. But
Yeah, it's
they're just gonna be they sign it. Oh, nice to meet you. Bye.
It's like a nerd shop. There's figures. There's Pokemon. There's stuff.
Most meet and greets are oh, nice to meet you. They sign something, maybe take a picture, and they're all right, have a nice day. But when you go to a meet and greet and you're actually able to interact with people like that's cool. It's kind of like when I met Sarai. I was I'm a big wrestling fan. I took a picture, and I was just all right, bye, have a good day. And then
you're I don't really care for you, but you're here.
That's not true. But yeah, I'm hoping to, if something like that ever happens again, I actually know what's happening. I'm gonna go. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw. There's an indie show in it's more local town. It's 15 minutes away. It's in April.
Yeah,
Carlito's fighting Matt Riddle. They're probably gonna.
My dad wants to go to that. So.
My uncle said we'll 100% go, because we're not going to that Raw on the 23rd.
There's no reason. There's no reason to. That show is not going to be that good.
But Javon Evans could be there.
Respectfully, Javon is not worth it.
I think I'm a curse for Javon. That's why I saw his jaw got broken, so I don't want to hurt him.
What?
It was kayfabe.
Oh, okay.
I lost
When
my sponsor, so I have to take it from you.
Yeah.
All right, well, Parker, finish up your story if you have to. Anything else?
But yeah, we're probably gonna go to that show. I might do a vlog if I just go.
Well, I mean, we're probably.
Yeah.
And if I don't think it's gonna be designated seating, so we can finally sit together.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it said $30 general admission, 40 front row. So I'm assuming there's not gonna be too many people there if they're literally selling front row tickets and general admission separately.
Jaden, is our thing for the PAX confirmed or no?
We don't know.
Are we going to PAX?
I'm just waiting to see if Dad's going.
So when is it?
Sunday the 26th.
So if you guys, because somehow any of you are going to PAX East on March 26th, Jaden and I will be there. Parker will not, because he's not that big of a nerd like us. But if you guys see us for some reason and you know us, go ahead and say what up. I doubt anybody's gonna see us, but
if a fan has to take a picture of Jonas, I will lose my mind.
It's not happening. But if it does,
Jimmy from the Cube will be.
Last time I went, I saw clicks.
That was funny.
Oh, I remember you told me something about
I
it.
made Clicks lose. That was funny.
Yeah, you're like, he's right there. And then he got sniped in the face. But before, all right. Before we lose all our viewers, let's actually talk about the wrestling. So we got to talk about Raw from the 9th. The show kicked off with the members that are left over from the Vision, Theory and Logan Paul, yelling at Adam Pearce and the Masked Man situation. Eventually, the Masked Man appear as decoys to the eventual Seth Rollins appearance, who was alongside another group of masked men. He then confronted Adam Pearce, sparking massive confrontation, which also involved LA Knight, the previously mentioned The Vision, and the Usos, which led to a brawl. Thought it was an okay start. During this, Adam Pearce confirms that Seth is still not cleared for in-ring competition. We still haven't heard Seth say anything since his return at Elimination Chamber. But the number one thing that everybody's talking about here is this carnival game of ball in a cup with the Masked Man and Seth, which it's smart on Seth's part, but it looks just so dumb.
Yeah.
There's also this one really big guy who I don't think that one's
a lot of people were like, I'm pretty sure we want Cody to. He was like, we all know this is like Navtreek. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I don't know.
But like, everyone was like, we know this is not Seth. Probably Bronson.
But I mean, other than that, I think the Masked Man gimmick needs a big break. We've seen the Masked Man gimmick pop up like 50 times in the past year.
Swerve on Dynamite this week.
Oh, shut up! Let me keep talking. But I think and I said this on a Stash Club hot take video. I don't even think they posted it yet. But I think they need a break. We've seen so many pop-ups. It's always the same thing. A random person comes out with a hoodie and a ski mask and they attack someone. Then they take it off either that time or in 8 weeks. So it's just like, it's either lackluster or it's just like takes so long to where I just don't even care anymore. Like Seth didn't need a mask. We knew it was Seth. I think the Rumble one is the only one that actually surprised me when he attacked Braun, theoretically, because we know it wasn't him in person, but the character of Seth Rollins jumped Braun. I just think that was the only time I was actually surprised to see a Masked Man in the Vision storyline. I
was really mad about that just because Braun was my pick.
Yeah, you got really lucky with that. He was supposed to be number 1. They switched him for number 2. You got number 2 in the video.
But I definitely agree with the Masked Man gimmick. I didn't know how to feel. Like, I thought it was like, I was like, this is new. Like, there's like 20 different Masked Men. I was like, I get where he's trying to like disguise himself and like,
it works.
And it worked, but at the same time, like, he's not gonna do that every time he's trying to get attacked. I can imagine them doing it today's Sunday. I can imagine them doing that tomorrow and like say like Logan or Theory run down to the ring and like try to attack Seth and then like 5 other pop up and they all like huddle and stuff. Also, I think either tomorrow or next week, Seth's gonna have a Mania match announced. It was definitely supposed to be Seth versus Braun.
Yeah.
But then it was going to be Seth versus Bronson, but then Bronson got injured too, so then now it's going to be like Seth Logan.
So,
Theory.
If you guys want, you can skip ahead like 30 seconds because I'm going to talk in brain rot for like just literally, it's important to this theory. Not an Austin theory, my bad. But on Halloween, there was a kid dressed up as 6'7", and it's the kid who said Parker. In that promo like a year ago now.
That won the award?
It's actually a year ago. 4 days. 4 days. It's been a year since that promo. That's insane.
That's crazy. Won the award.
But it's that same kid who won the award, did all that. She was dressed up as a 6'7", get it? Haha. But the classic rivalry between myself and that entire side of my family is they love Seth, and two out of the three of them hate Punk. And I wonder where I stand on this one, Parker. It's almost like it's in my name, GTS Jonas.
Yeah.
I love Punk. If you're stupid, then I don't know. Yes. But I remember making a joke because I was like, oh, guess what? There's 6 or 7 months without Seth because he's injured, because that was literally what the timeline was. And that was on Halloween. So if we're lucky, it's been like 5 at Mania time. Or no, it's been like 6. Because November, December, January, February, March, April. He could be back.
For Mania? I hope so.
Could be. We all know When Seth hears the words WrestleMania, he puts in that super serum, bro.
Who's it? Ooh, actually, I think we'll get to that.
Who's what?
Answering the open.
Ugh. God,
Do you want me to talk about that when it gets to that point?
We didn't even have that on this part, but we can talk about it after we're done with. I think I mentioned at the end of the lineup or layout. I don't remember. But to keep going with Raw, I thought that spot was alright. I think the opening was alright.
Oh yeah, it was interesting. If the Masked Man thing wasn't as, like, I guess you could say pushed as it was, I feel like if they like just died it down a little less, it would have been a little better.
Because it's just so goofy. But we then had the Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contender gauntlet match determining who will challenge the champion AJ Lee the next week, which is now tomorrow. The match started off with Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria. Lyra ended up taking the pin here, which isn't the greatest thing. We also had Raquel come out after Lyra was eliminated, who also was pinned by Io Sky. But the thing about this though is I think it's kind of unfortunate that both Lyra and Raquel were eliminated so quick, because I truly think that both of them have something special to show the fans. Raquel was the star of the chamber, there's no doubt about that. And Lyra stays being slept on, even though she's proven so many times, especially when she was IC champion, having those matches with Becky and the triple threat with Becky Bayley, that she can go in the ring. There's been so many comparisons to Bryan Danielson, which, I'm being honest, didn't care for Bryan Danielson until like I started watching his AEW stuff. That's because they literally made him so crap in WWE.
That's fair.
I didn't think he was over.
They made him so bad. You know, we all know the classic. I think it was Batista Rey Mysterio came out 30 and they booed because Danielson wasn't in the Rumble. But I don't know. I feel like I just wasn't exposed to the greatness of Danielson, and now I'm like, yeah, I got to watch more of his stuff. But it's so hard. It's like ROH, which is kind of hard to find. Is that on my AEW.com?
ROH is probably going to be on there. I know that ROH's website also, you can look at a lot of old
I want to get my AEW just for the fact that it's literally every episode of anything ever for AEW.
I gotta look into if I can use a VPN to get it, because it's not in the US, obviously. But I would buy it if I could.
It's so cool.
So with the whole Lyra thing, I agree with Lyra's great.
Mm-hmm.
I see how people are comparing her to Bryan Danielson, especially just like
she's graps.
Technical, exactly. But I feel like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I think it's hard to compare a men's wrestler to a women's wrestler.
Yeah, there's no.
And like it's because like it's easier to compare like Roman to Punk than it is like. It's easier to compare like Cena to Randy than like Randy to Charlotte Flair.
It's easier to see those parallels. If you have somebody who comes out talking on the mic like a Stone Cold, but they're not, LA Knight and they are a female, you're not going to get as many of those comparisons just because of it's less obvious.
There's also just a lot of people who don't like women's wrestling for whatever reason.
Huh. You're cool, bro.
Yeah, it's like there's no difference. Wrestling is wrestling.
That's what I hate about going to indie shows, is that they put these women's wrestlers out there to fail. Now, I don't think that women's wrestlers just shouldn't have matches on indies. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
But you go to a promotion like Eve, where they know they're getting women's wrestling, the crowd doesn't shut up.
No.
And that's not a bad thing. But then, no hate, no nothing. Our home, like, indie, as of right now, the company, you went to one of their shows, the women's wrestlers don't get much.
No.
And
the men's matches are great.
The men's matches are great. The women's wrestlers get, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, not even.
And they're just doing...
Wasn't there, like, one women's match?
It was, like, one match.
Also, speaking of the indie, I forgot to add this. Their champion's having a mystery opponent.
Actually? So you swear?
Yeah. It could be Dijak.
We're doing this again.
You think...
Well, last time it was freaking one of the members of Viking Raider.
No, that was at Chaotic.
That was Chaotic.
Which I wish we could go to Chaotic.
Which Mortar was talking about that.
Yeah, remember he was like,
I probably shouldn't have said that, but... Well, I mean, he didn't give anything away. But after the show, we were talking to one of the wrestlers, and he was like, I'm not... Without giving it away...
He's like, somebody from a big promotion is gonna come.
He just said that. He didn't care. But, yeah. But, we were like, oh, it's probably gonna be like... Apollo Crews.
Yeah, we didn't think it was gonna be
respectfully. But then like I saw it was like Ivar. I was like,
it's pretty sick.
That's cool considering he was in WWE at the time.
Yeah,
It's
he's
still
still doing pretty decent for right now. He was, the Viking Raiders are some of the most like
in NXT they were brutal.
Yeah. But no, hey, dude, I want to work with these guys so bad, dude. I love this company.
Oh yeah, you always talk about like, oh yeah, me and Jaden next week.
We've been to like half their shows.
Yeah. Where's March?
March Madness.
Where's it at?
This is our goat. We love Seabass Finn.
Oh, Seabass is awesome.
We love Seabass and we love A-Game. We also love Dustin Waller, Ox Adams, Spencer Slade, freaking crazy good. Mortar. No, it's Mortar. He's fighting Mortar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Slade versus Mortar. We might have to go watch that, dude.
What was I gonna say?
Naeem the Dream Brooks. We saw
he's brand new.
At the show I went to with Jonas and Jaden.
It was like a house show for an indie. They did not post a single thing.
One of the heels had interesting boots on, and Jaden yelled, "Are you wrestling in moccasins?"
That guy's done wrestling for a bit.
Oh, what happened?
What have I done?
No, he stopped wrestling for a little bit.
But some kids show up to school with similar shoes, and the first thing I thought of was Jaden. I'm like, I want to say something so bad, but kid could kill me.
That was good.
He's done wrestling for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want to get back to Raw before this podcast is an hour? Alright. After Lyra Raquel were eliminated, you were upset about that. You want to talk about what happened after Raquel was eliminated?
You talked about Lyra, but you didn't talk about Raquel. Do you think Raquel is
I like Lyra better than Raquel. I understand Raquel's whole thing's a powerhouse and also kind of in a way like a bodyguard for Liv. Recently, she's been more distancing herself from that part and just wrestling, which is good because she's really good. But if I had to pick one of those two to win a world title right now, I'd pick Lyra over Raquel. I would.
I think the thing with Raquel though is we gotta every time, and I'm victim of it too. Every time she starts doing really good, we go back to Kevin Nash. We gotta give credit to Raquel. Yes, Kevin Nash was giving her tips, but Raquel really took that to her heart and made it happen. So I think people got a distance from the Kevin Nash stuff and realized that Raquel is doing this herself.
Oh yeah. Kevin Nash isn't the one wrestling.
Yeah.
You know?
She's very good. I think she has very big things up and coming, and I think where she is right now is the best she's been on main roster. I mean, like her previous character was what? She had a big back. She would
always flex her back in her entrance.
Yeah, I think she works better as a heel. I think she's a good bodyguard character. I think she's better than Camille. You saw how they had Camille with Mercedes. Camille got out of there in like 2 months. They did not like that.
Oh yeah, I always wondered like what happened to her. She just left.
Marina Shafir was the bodyguard, and they stopped doing that. They made her own wrestler.
Some interesting comments that she made.
Oh really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
But when you do the things that Marina, and I'm comparing because they both did similar things, where they were with a bodyguard, they were a bodyguard character who then evolved into becoming their own single star. They become special.
Sorry.
It's alright.
But yeah, I agree with the whole bodyguard stuff. Like, I liked when she came back for Liv. I think it was at what was it?
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
It was an awful match, but it's an interesting.
But that was the best part of that match, respectfully.
It was. Dom falling.
Besides Dom falling out of the cage, but like,
did you see what happened last night?
Oh, he hit the chair.
You gotta watch that match.
Yeah,
that match looks insane.
But she came back. Like some people were speculating it, so I was kind of like, oh, I think it's gonna happen. But when she came back, I was like, nice. And then she ended up she didn't talk much.
No, she didn't.
She didn't talk much, and she was that bodyguard character. But like I said, as of recently, she's been becoming her own wrestler. She had a match with Stephanie.
She has one tomorrow.
Wasn't that one?
They have a match
for the title.
Yeah, the one you saw.
The one, and then Nikki.
Right.
I was honestly really.
That was a really good run.
That was a good match.
And the funny thing is that the shows leading up to it sucked, and I was like, oh, then I'm fine for missing this. And then it was, the greatest Raw of the year just happened.
I don't know. The greatest women's match I think I've seen in person. I would say Sol and Zarya versus Lash Legend Jakara Jackson.
Oh, back.
Makes sense.
That tag match.
Any match with a rookie in it's back.
It was awesome. This was when Zarya was semi-new. She was like a month or two in.
Yeah, because I remember that video's so funny because you were like, oh my god, Zarya.
I was like, Zarya! And she just ignored me. I was like, nice.
What was I looking for? I don't remember.
Sol Ruka was my first wrestling high five. No, Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because he was outside, and I tried giving him a fist bump, but then he kept talking to the producer, so I pulled my hand away. But then he was starting to walk, and I was
He
like,
was doing his no smile.
I put my left fist out, and I was just kind of like, I just kind of looked at him, and he looked at me, and he went, and then he gave me the fist bump. Then he was like, "Excuse me, you gotta move." I was like, but it was. I just didn't want to seem like, oh yeah, give me a fist bump, or like I didn't want to seem like an annoying fan, which I was.
Give me a fist bump, you're stupid.
Anyway,
we got to get to this gauntlet match.
after Raquel was eliminated,
Raquel was then eliminated by Io Sky. She then attacked Io Sky after the elimination, allowing Ivy Nile to score a quick pinfall. I understand that Io had already fought 2 different women and was attacked by one of them. I just don't think it should have been Ivy to get the pin here.
no, definitely. Not.
Ivy had nothing leading up to this and nothing coming out of this.
Which is weird because she looked very good in the match.
She looked alright.
They probably did that to make it. They probably did that to be like, oh, Raquel destroyed her. They want Raquel to look more powerful.
Yeah.
That's how I hate to bring this up because I know you don't like the guy. But like when Brock beat Kofi in 7 seconds, they had him beat him in 7 seconds to be like, oh, Brock Lesnar's here. He's ready to destroy anyone.
I'm sure
That's one way of comparing it in my head. I didn't mean to bring up.
we're gonna get that tomorrow or something.
That's like a traumatizing thing.
He's gonna come out and Stone Cold's gonna come out.
If Brock Lesnar squashes Oba at Mania,
If
Brock beats him at
we
Mania,
can't. No, we
If
can't.
Obafemi loses before 2030, I'll be pissed.
Like, just don't. Let him go undefeated until he wins a world championship.
new Mania streak,
Yeah, it's gonna be
22.
easy.
I don't care who he fights. He could fight for right hand on the Bible. He could fight John Cena in a return match, and he should win.
Wow.
Agreed.
I don't care.
Hard agree.
I don't care. Obafemi should not lose. The dude. All right, we'll get. We have an Oba match to talk about. We'll talk about it there.
All right,
we're
Ivy
still
eliminated, yeah.
on this. We're still on the gauntlet match.
Yep.
But yeah, Ivy picks up the win. Or Ivy picks up the fall. Bailey comes in, pins Ivy, and then it was Asuka. Which hater section. We hate Asuka. But yeah, I said hater section like this.
I just want to make sure that I'm not included.
No, we know you for some reason love Asuka. I don't know why.
I'm not in there. Excuse me. I just want to clear that.
Bailey entered and then defeated Ivy Nile with the Bailey to Belly. She then finished the gauntlet by defeating Asuka with the Rose Plant, which, God, that move needs some work. She then would earn the title opportunity.
That's tomorrow, right?
My number one note in this section is I'm an Asuka hater. Never really cared for her, so I was glad to see Bailey pick up the deserving win and title shot next week against AJ Lee, who has a lot of history with Bailey. I don't know if you guys know this, but AJ went down to NXT in like 2015 or something for a one-on-one match, an open challenge thing, I'm pretty sure, and then that's where the hugger gimmick started. They were doing a backstage interview with AJ, and Bailey came out of nowhere and hugged her, and that was like the whole thing where it started, because I'm pretty sure they were like, well, why did you do that to AJ Lee? And she was like, I'm a hugger, and that's where the shirt came from.
But yeah, this is tomorrow, right? This match.
Yeah.
They're doing Becky AJ at Mania, right?
Yeah, I think they should do like a 2 out of 3 or an Iron Woman.
Yeah, because they've already fought a few times.
I think it just needs some. I think it needs some little bit of spice to it.
I'm not sure if I'm watching the whole thing. I'm definitely watching the main event.
Yeah, it's set an alarm. I'll call you 5 times.
What time's the show start?
It starts at 8. I'd set an alarm for like 11, because
Yeah, I'll do 10:30.
just in case you fall asleep.
I'm definitely going to.
Respectfully, I might sleep during. I don't even know.
Hey, just don't skip the Big Boom Age.
Like, dude, look, Swerve Brody. They should kill each other.
Oh, they will.
Bandito Andrade.
They will.
Like, there's so
Mox
much.
Takeshita.
Yeah, Mox Takeshita. No.
Also, I was stupid. It was Andrade. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. You said Okada.
FTR versus the Young Bucks.
I think my issue was that I was looking at a Meltzer review, so I assumed that it was going to be an Okada glaive.
Oh yeah, because he was there in person.
Yeah, you can see him in there on his phone texting like an old person.
Yeah, tomorrow's Raw. Roman returns, Brock returns, Punk appears, AJ versus Bailey, Natty versus Maxine, stupid, Stephanie versus Raquel,
Do you
El
think that's
Grande.
happening at Mania, like no DQ?
I don't
Natty
know.
Max. I don't.
It should be like I said, they should do an underground match in main event Raw.
That'd be cool.
Just do it. There's also El Grande Americano versus Original, which we'll get into in like 2 seconds.
You remember? Oh yeah, you're gonna get into it. Never mind.
Fresh off winning the championship the week before, Intercontinental Champion Penta celebrated his victory before defending the title against El Grande Americano. Penta retained the championship after hitting a springboard Mexican Destroyer. The match was supposed to be against Original El Grande Americano. Before the match, Americano was seen backstage belittling Danhausen, who then cursed Americano. In the background, you saw Rayo and Bravo, who we can assume took care of the OG. And then it was made official that next week, OG Americano versus new El Grande Americano, which I just put so that way you know what I was talking about.
It's
got to lead to it's got
mask versus mask match at Mania.
hopefully leading to a mask versus mask match at Mania.
I think Chad should lose so he gets unmasked.
Yep,
and
preferably having OG lose.
And then so he so Chad can do his single stuff.
Did you see the clip of Ludwig last night?
He was sobbing. He won a tournament for AAA.
Mega Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, so he definitely.
He should be winning that. They love it.
Also, they could definitely just have Kaiser's guys just beat up. Like,
dude, you see the success that Ludwig has in the failure that Chad.
Did they take her doing AAA?
Yeah. Yes. Which what the heck does that mean?
Last night it was good though. It wasn't.
I know. I might have to watch that back.
Oh, I watched. I think it was Chad Gable. I think it was Chad Gable's Americano versus Vikingo. That I think. Am I thinking right?
Or just Chad Gable? Because I don't think it was America. Are you talking about the one from early last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Money in the Bank Day.
Yes.
Chad Gable, Vikingo.
Yes. That was amazing. That match was beautiful.
That was insanely good.
Vikingo did some like crazy splash.
6:30.
It was, dude. That was.
We saw
awesome.
Vikingo at a Collision.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. For the 2023 he fought.
That dude, Collision that year. Oh my god. No, it was him, Roosh, and like Mordos.
They did like a 3
versus Bullet Club Gold.
No, was Mordos? Mordos was in the company.
I don't know. Look at Dropkick. Do you have it saved?
Oh, it should have.
Because there was Samoa Joe versus Gravity. There was MJF and Adam Cole versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Wow. We had Andrade versus Buddy Matthews, ladder match for the mask. Like, it was peak. We saw Darby Allin versus Minoru Suzuki.
Hey, Jaden, what time are we at?
Like 40 minutes at least. Like 20.
30.
Yeah, 30.
31.
We are Baron Corbin.
We are Baron Corbin. I don't even know where that started.
I do. I saw the
tweet. Wait. TikTok clip. And 3, 2, 1.
I saw the tweet before it blew up. Baron Corbin made Tom Pestock made some tweet. Or somebody made some tweet. Tom Pestock replied to it. And some guy didn't like his opinion, so he was like, "Your favorite wrestler is Baron Corbin," because his profile picture is just a picture of him, and he's like, "I am Baron Corbin," and then people started reposting it, and it went viral, and then that's why we are Baron Corbin. It's so stupid.
MLW took advantage and put a shirt that says, "He's Bishop Dyer."
But the guy replied, he was like, "Oh, pretending to be Baron Corbin now, haha, you're so funny." I think at that point he was just like,
he's got to be coping.
Yeah, dude. Imagine being revolved around a meme where you think like a pretty famous wrestler isn't who he is. Like
Baron Corbin,
you're not MJF.
Dude, they for some reason made Baron Corbin so good at the last 3 weeks in his run. Like his NXT stuff.
NXT stuff when he was working with Braun Breaker was secret.
And it wasn't even it wasn't that Braun was carrying him either. He was just cooking.
That's why he's so good as one of the.
The what?
Wait, no. What are they called? Skyscrapers. Clip that. You have to look at the time right now so you know when to edit it out. We haven't finished Raw, please. God. Okay.
The match was Juice Robinson and the Guns.
Yep, Bullet Club Gold.
I was gonna say the Guns should go by akimbo at some point if they're just gonna be a tag team because it's 2 guns. Anyways, Vikingo worked with Darius Martin and Action.
Oh. Swear, we saw a Roosh match though, didn't we?
Hold up. We saw Kira Hogan.
Yeah, because she was. The other one was from Connecticut, so they did it.
No, Roosh was not on this card.
I swear he was.
No, this was Andrade, Buddy, Darby, Minoru Suzuki, banner. Gravity Joe, the triple three. Kira Hogan, Mercedes Martinez, and then the MJF on the pole. Let me check this. Did we ever take a match? Was he a big business?
Fuck, wait, we don't.
No. We gotta go. We're not even done with Raw.
We saw Rio.
Shh. Look at Twitter DMs, bro. Shut up. All right. In a powerhouse clash, Oba Femi defeated Rusev after delivering the Fulton Grace. For sure thought this would be Oba's first 10-minute banger on the main roster, but it was close to a jobber match and a dominant win over Rusev. Thought the match was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm happy they had Oba win. I wasn't shocked when he did win. But yeah, when I was really hyped for this match. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be, but it was still two big meaty men slapping meat. But yeah, I enjoyed the match overall.
Put your phone down. We also saw Stephanie McCare address Liv Morgan for their upcoming WrestleMania title match. We also then heard from Dominic Mysterio, who said he needed to get something off his chest, which led to the group minus Finn Balor heading to the ring, where Mysterio would call out Balor for costing him his IC title to Penta. After a long bickering argument between the two, talking about how Finn was like, that was cheating, you said you didn't want help, blah, 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 blah. Finn ended up faking out by doing the jacket off, which then he did the Pele kick.
Yep. I popped when that happened because I was like, I kind of knew it was gonna happen at that point, but I was just like, yes. And also him doing the Pele kick, confirming more face Balor.
So good.
I was so happy when I saw that, and I was like,
we were screaming.
Yeah.
We were also screaming on Dynamite when we saw Jaya Jewel, a dude from Rebel Spirit, fight Brody King.
oh no.
Well, fight.
We were freaking out. That's the Gator guy. Remember, he was.
Oh yeah.
It's that guy. He fought Brody King. I tried to call you, but you didn't pick up. But no, thank God Finn left. Best thing that's happened to Finn in the past 5 years. But yeah, I don't think that's a hot take at all.
No. But probably Finn versus Dom at Mania. That'd be my guess. I'm very excited for that.
You know what they should do? I want to sell, give him his win back from when he busted his head open and couldn't get it.
Come out as Demon?
Maybe, but
Demon needs to come back before the end of 2027. Even 2026.
If the event comes, I will.
Hey, Jaden. Hey. Jaden's clip farming today. All right, lock in. We gotta finish this. We're at 40 minutes and we're not even done with Raw, which is a good thing, but not a great thing. Finally, the show ended with World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk talking to the Usos, which is a great promo here. I had a good tweet where I said, Rage Bait, Punk got the best of the Yeet Merchants. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm pretty sure I reposted it.
Thought it was a funny tweet. Sorry. There was a big section of this where I was just kind of, I didn't really care. It's the Usos. I was like, dude, you can't have Roman here, really. But I think it was a good promo in the fact that they had Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso doing their Usos full gimmick where Jay's ready to kill the guy, but Jimmy's trying to keep him calm, trying to keep it under control. But it ended up getting out of control as the Usos were asking Punk why he would say such a thing about their uncle, and Punk said that he knew Alpha and Sika almost as well as they did because back in his indie days, he used to work at a promotion for them. He used to look after their kids, all this really, really deep family stuff. And then the Usos demand an apology, which we all knew Punk would do this. Sorry, I was looking at Fadeaway Media for a quote and I saw something really weird.
Wow.
But he said that he goes, I'm sorry that Roman never apologized to you guys for being such a tyrant or something like that, which is great because he never did. He said it, but he didn't really. He was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Bro, you're the tribal chief. Stop being such a female dog. You know what I mean? But no, the promo was really, 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 really good. I think it was great that they had the Usos come out at the end of this with power of hindsight. Because, like I said, I just didn't like the fact that this was happening. And after that, CM Punk tries to shake up with the Usos, and then that's when Jimmy Uso drops him and leaves him on the ground to close out the show. I thought it was a pretty good Raw. Only 3 matches, but the Women's Intercontinental one took as long as it took us to get through Raw. So, but thought it was pretty alright.
Yeah, overall, pretty good Raw. I like the promo at the end. I did like how you say you're like the Usos gimmick, like Jay was gonna try to kill him, Jimmy was trying to calm him down. More of that. Kind of reminded me of Bloodline. Because that's kind of what this is at this point. He insulted their uncle, dead uncle, and that's why Jay was all pissed off. But overall, I really like the Raw. Oh no.
No, it's a great thing. I forgot. I didn't tell you this. Speedball and Kyle put on a freaking clinic of professional wrestling.
I'm pretty sure it was weekly 5-star.
It was the greatest match this year.
If it wasn't, it's a 4.
It was so good. You know how good did we make you watch that one from the Continental Classic?
Which one?
Mike Bailey versus Kyle Fletcher?
Nope.
Oh my god.
The only match you guys ever made me watch was
good.
Fletcher and Ace Austin.
We thought that was good. Oh my god, this is even better. Like, it was, yeah, I mean, somebody posted Tanahashi crying for the other one. I think you could post him sobbing for this one. This match, yeah, 5-star. 5-star from Dave Meltzer. Yeah. The match was freaking amazing. I think these matches had a higher boost since, like, previous weeks. I think that shows that there's just such a bias for when you're in person. Because, like, yeah, the match was great, but it's not in the Tokyo Dome. So, like, I'm trying to find clips of it. I'll show you it later. But, dude, oh my god. There was the greatest Michinoku driver of all time during this match. There was insane kickouts. There was just murder.
There was a couple murders. Yeah.
It was the best match of all time. I know I'm skipping ahead. The show opened with Moxley and Claudio versus Takeshita and Hechicero. Just leading up to the Mox Takeshita match. No time limit for the Continental Championship, which is going to be a banger, hopefully. I gotta say, their Australian match was alright. Obviously, it's an AEW match, so it got really good at the end. But I'm excited for it. Then, like I said, Kyle Fletcher retained his TNT Championship against Speedball after hitting the sheer drop brainbuster aided by interference from Don Cal's family allies. Oh, I didn't love the ending because it was like kind of sturdy because I love Kyle Fletcher being a heel but working clean. I think it was a great match. Brody King dominated Jaya Jewel, which is hilarious. Gator guy, if you don't know who he is, you gotta watch him. He's hilarious. Afterward, was attacked by a masked man.
Nice.
And it was Swerve.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We then had Gabe Kidd and David Finlay defeat Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy. But then we saw the return of Roderick Strong, who we thought was turning on his friends, but really was just double-crossing the dogs. And then we have a tornado trios match. Roddy, OC, and Darby versus the dogs. Gabe Kidd, David Finlay, and Clark Connors. They are going to murder each other. Willow Nightingale retained her title against Persephone with a surprise backslide pin. Persephone's gonna win a title soon. I can already see it. She's on that like joint contract, I think. She has like a joint contract with CMLL and AEW, right? Persephone.
Yes.
So she can do it both ways. Both. She can do both. The main event featured FTR and Tommaso Ciampa defeating the Young Bucks and Mark Briscoe in a chaotic trios match with Ciampa scoring the victory after the brutal knee strike connected. After the match, Ciampa continued attacking Briscoe with chairs to end the show in violent fashion. And the main event of the entire show was the press conference with the world champion MJF and Hangman Adam Page. Segment erupted into a massive fight with Hangman revealing a barbed wire board ahead of their upcoming Texas Death Match at Revolution. If Hangman loses, he can never challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. But yeah, we're going to speed through SmackDown to get to predictions. The boards are over there.
Take your time on the main event.
That's the thumbnail of this pod.
Yep.
SmackDown focused heavily on Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. We started the show with the Nick Aldis, which I wasn't watching at the time because I was on the phone with someone. But you said no accent.
It sounded when he came out, he was like, he said something about I'm gonna say this to you in all American, like straight English. It just didn't. To me, it didn't sound like it. Like, he pronounced his R's and his L's very sharply, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I was just,
Well, I'm not
I didn't watch the clip or anything.
I don't
so
care if he has an accent or anything. It's just something I kind of picked up on. I was like, he doesn't have an accent.
Um,
But he did say, he's like, I'm going to say it to you straight English, so I'm not sure if they're going to just have him cut out the accent. Drew Aldis Mania, is that what you're thinking?
I hope so. But it's me, Jacob. So
I want Nick Aldis to win.
I think it should be like if loser leaves SmackDown. You know what I mean?
So new general manager or
new general manager or Drew has to go to Raw because they're so tired of him interfering with Cody. I think that's a good way to do it.
who's the NXT general manager? Is it Stone?
It's Stone. He's been hired full time.
And then some random dude came out as the Evolved. I'm not sure if you saw that.
No, it wasn't a random dude. It was
that?
Timothy Thatcher, the dude who put on a banger with Charlie Dempsey on a random Evolve episode. So I don't know why they're doing that.
They need a manager. I guess.
But we had Drew talk to Aldis. He was yelling at Aldis about, it was unfair. Nick Aldis was like, you were playing unfair. And so that's what you get. And then we also had the fact that Jacob Fatu is still in this equation. And because Drew was calling out Jacob as the reason he lost the title. But Jacob said he was just making right what he made wrong back in Glasgow or wherever they were when...
Glasgow. Sorry.
Back in wherever they were when they had Drew win the title in the 3 stages of hell. But I think it made sense because the only thing that doesn't make sense is that we still don't know who attacked Jacob. And I think I sniped it back all the way when it happened.
Randy?
And I said Randy. Because think about it. A punt kick to the face could knock teeth out. So in
Don't put a
storyline,
Claymore, but it was the way he was laying
the
down.
way he was laying, he was like this.
He was face down. If you got hit with the Claymore, you fall backwards.
Mm-hmm. He was laying like this. How he would sit up for a curb stomp or a punt kick, which obviously he didn't get stomped because why that stupid. But I think it was Randy, especially with what we see in the main event here. Just to go over things quickly, we also had Rhea Ripley confront Jade Cargill. It was just a basic thing after Jade's match against Michin, which she won easily. We also had Carmelo Hayes talking to Ilya, where he said, I get you, Ilya. And Ilya was like, no, you don't. And then eventually, after talking to him about what he's experiencing right now, where he doesn't feel like the warrior, Carmelo was like, maybe you're right. I don't get you. I think Carmelo is good where he is with the U.S. Championship. I think he can lose it soon, and I'll be happy with it. I think he's done a great job. His open challenges have been really good. The Leon Slater match is a banger. The Ilya matches are bangers. I think he should lose it at Mania. Should be. Did I talk about this last week?
Trick and Melo.
Yeah. I think Mania, it should either be an open challenge or Trick, or it should be just Ilya. And I think if it's Ilya, Trick is beating Randy Orton at a later PLE
You did talk
for the
about
World Championship. I think it's perfect.
I don't think, I would like if Randy defended it at, Backlash, Money in the Bank, and maybe some random show. I want Randy to have at least 3 or 4 defenses.
Yeah, I don't think it should be Backlash.
If it's Backlash, I'm going to be pretty pissed off because I really want Randy to have this title because this could be his
And
last.
he might be heel, dude. I don't know.
And this could be his last. He could tie Ric Flair, but they're not going to have him tie Cena.
No way.
They're keeping Cena's for a while.
I'm afraid because tying with Triple H, so they think he's not going to let him get put over.
Yeah, well, he ruined Cena's entire freaking retirement tour and hurt it when he went out there, so.
But yeah, I hope Randy. I really want Randy to win. I want him to have at least 3 decent defenses. I'd like to see one against Punk, maybe, if Punk loses at Mania, which I could see happen. But then they'll be on different brands. And that'll be hard.
Saudi.
Yeah,
King of the Champions.
yeah, but we don't know if we're going to Saudi.
They might still.
Oh yeah, because of there's some conflict.
Yeah, and they said they're discussing it currently about it. Which
So Mania 43,
time's
the charm.
I swear to you, I'm being so serious. I hope they rehome. I don't care.
Rehome?
Yes, because rehome Mania 43.
Oh yeah.
What are the women supposed to do? The women could have the most compelling story of all time, and they are going to get booed. I saw O'Shea Jackson Jr. reply to a tweet. It said Naomi, Jade, Bianca for the women's title at Saudi Mania.
I'd really like.
And
that.
O'Shea literally just said, why? They would just boo the entire thing. And there's 2 factors to that. I'll let you figure that one out for yourself, but...
What was I gonna say? If my uncle, the guy who brings me to wrestling events, he promised me, he said, if there's ever a Mania within a 3-hour drive, we are going. Which we live in New England, and
They do not.
during Mania they always have they usually always have open roofs. And Mania season, it's gonna be
April, which is pretty cold still.
It's gonna be probably around mid-40s, which is not warm enough for Philly. It was 50, and they were freezing their butts off. So I'm just. That's why they're doing a more.
That's why they do SummerSlam and stuff. Because SummerSlam 2020 was supposed to be in Boston, and then they couldn't because.
I don't care. I could be the last row Mania. I'd love to be at a Mania.
That's what I said about the Cena thing. So if they were doing it in Boston, I told my mom it could be the worst seat in the room. I do not care.
Mania's Mania. As long as I can see the ring at least a little bit.
Dude, when I went to Survivor Series, we were behind the freaking truck.
Yeah, you can still see the ring and whatever. Yeah. But I mean, even though the seats aren't great, an event's an event. You know, the Cena thing. I was 5-7 rows from the back, but seeing Cena win IC titles.
It's a memory that you have that I don't. You know what I mean? It's always you being there is still a bigger thing than anybody who didn't go.
Yeah, anybody who just watched on TV. It's kind of being oh, I have this video, the moment Cena won. I teared up a little bit.
That's sick.
I was afraid to admit it because I'm gonna look like a weirdo. But I mean, wrestling fans won't understand. But if I told someone, yeah, I cried when John Cena won the title. You bitch. Anyway.
But other than that, we had the main event, which is the contract signing for WrestleMania 42, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. No, don't. You're going to cry laughing.
I didn't send that.
I'm looking.
AJ, Big Justin, the Riddler are at the New Japan Academy to train.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was not
did you see Gabe Kidd was flipping off the thing?
Yeah, he was at the
I landed here and saw this rubbish.
Oh, shit, in the rain, I left.
So dumb.
Thank you, Gabe.
But just to sum it up, we had Randy Orton talking to Cody Rhodes about his match. He said, "I wish this could be easier. I wish it was Drew McIntyre sitting across from me." And I think we know why. And I agree with Santi Zab here. He talks about Randy says this was supposed to be easy. Drew was supposed to be out here. And then he murders Cody Rhodes. He bashes his head against the table. He takes him to the outside. He hits him with the steel steps. Cody starts pouring. He puts the steel steps angled on the desk. He puts Cody's head in there. He does a loop, and he smashes Cody's head with a chair. Starts pouring blood. Randy's just hearing voices. He puts the chair in the ring, sets it up, puts the title around his waist, and sits there thinking about what
he also pushed down Jelly Roll.
Yeah, which is funny.
I'm wondering, because I wouldn't say it's out of nowhere, but I feel one thing that I realized when Randy was kind of leaving, he kind of went like this, he was gonna say something. He kind of went, and then he jerked his head away.
It's the voices, bro.
Yeah,
it's so good.
But
Cody
I want Randy to go full bald.
Would be cool.
Which it's not gonna be the same as 2009 Randy, because 2009 Randy was obviously 17 years younger. But, I mean, at the same time, Randy Orton's still crazy for...
Jane, if you do me a favor, can you grab those and the markers, please?
Don't go in front of the camera.
Because it is time for Revolution 2026 predictions.
Ready to go just see my cool new legacy shirt.
Yeah.
Jonah...
Sorry. Don't look at me like that, weirdo.
You freaking gooner.
Boards.
Good boy.
Thank you.
I have the same board, every time.
They might be on the floor. Parker just throws them, so...
No, I don't.
There's one on the floor. There's the other.
Dude, I have the same board with the same freaking... No, I don't, because I've had that
Freaking
before.
Pacquiao?
Jones man?
Alright, Parker, lock it in. Come on, man. Winners. I saved the card 8 times on the way home from church and all that, so... Yo, stop, Parker.
Flip marker.
You two are clip farmers, bro. Stop sniffing markers!
Chill.
Alright. So, let's start with... Let's go right here. Parker. We got the AEW World Trios Championship match. The Don Callis family versus Mystico and Jet Speed. Prediction.
I'm not ready, so.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. The
Don
Don Callis
Callis,
family?
DC.
Yeah. I just think... I think it's a random pairing with the Mystico thing. I don't think Mystico's even on like a joint contract or anything. I think it's just like a one-time appearance type of negotiation where it's like, hey, we need you in this match. I think it's just so that way. It's just so that way Jetspeed doesn't get, cursed for what they did.
Yeah. Mike Bailey's bound to win a singles title.
Mike Bailey, bro.
I don't watch AEW, but I know that Mike Bailey's really.
He's so good. We then have Bandito versus Andrade in a straight up 1-on-1 match.
There we go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I have the man of many companies, Andrade.
Just because is this his first POV match back?
I think so.
So I'm also just thinking like they couldn't use him for a while just because the whole WWE.
He also had a nasty match last night with Mascara Dorada.
But yeah, I'm just thinking like. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what I think.
We then have the Babes of Wrath versus Megan Bader and Lena Cross.
Who's that person next to Willow, respectfully?
It's Harley Quinn.
Okay. Harley, Cameron, and Will are the Babes of Wrath?
Yeah.
They are babes and they have wrath.
Haha, I get the joke.
No, that's literally.
That's
they
literally.
say that.
I don't care. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Babes of Wrath.
Megan Bader and Lena Cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely them. They were supposed to win the tag titles like 3 weeks ago, and then Penelope Ford got injured in the match.
So sad. And then people started blaming Harley and Will.
Bro's been playing too much Overwatch.
I don't really watch it. Wow.
Yo, Carrion's back.
Stop.
So I'm writing down the predictions, and it just says.
Dude, imagine Cross shows up at that ankle thing. If that happens, and you're not there, because oh, nice. He got marked on the table.
All right, Mom, don't listen. We then have Tornado Trios match: the Dogs versus Strong Cassidy and Darby Allin.
the dog?
It's Gabe Kidd, David Finlay, and Clark Connors.
Against who?
Darby Allin, OC, and Roderick Strong.
They said in an interview, I think yesterday, they changed their name from the War Dogs to the Dogs because they don't want New Japan to make any more money off of them.
Alright.
But yeah, because I hate New Japan. It's the whole gimmick.
That's their cake.
3, 2, 1. I got the Dogs.
OC, whatever, Darby's team.
Okay.
You say Darby? Oh.
I said OC,
That's what
Darby's
that
team,
looked like.
whatever.
Is it Darby? Oh, strong.
Darby.
That's good.
OC.
I think if Dogs are winning, it's because Roddy turned.
I just think they're more powerful in a way.
That is pretty true. I think I want more to do.
Shillelagh from Finley.
Oh, I'd be
You do realize that is Finley's son, right?
Who?
David Finley.
Well, yeah, that's
He was
what
supposed. Well, yeah, Lena Cross and Karrion Cross aren't siblings.
Well, yeah, whatever.
No, what?
There's 13 matches.
Solo and Jey Uso don't have the same last name. They're brothers.
By the way, rules an hour.
I know.
Nice.
Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir. Everyone is banned from ringside.
Shut up. Based.
3, 2, 1. I got Tony Storm. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the whole fact that people are banned from ringside is just like going against.
I think Tony should lose.
I think so too. I think
she should lose.
I think she needs to go away for a little bit.
Yeah. I love her. I just think that we've had.
She's been on TV too much.
Which is like unfortunate.
They won't give any other woman a shot, bro. FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I think you know who I. 3, 2, 1. FTR. Yeah.
Ciampa gets involved.
I really hope that if they're gonna have a TR win,
That Johnny's coming out so
my
bad.
hope was that Johnny was coming, but with the whole thing that he's
Permanently under contract.
Take the Young Bucks win.
I didn't see that, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Young Bucks probably win because Briscoe is gonna come back to life.
Yeah, but I mean, Ciampa does exist.
Ciampa exists, but he's gonna.
Like, who else do they have from that could help? Besides Johnny. Like, who from that era got involved with FTR and, like, just Undisputed Era? So unless Adam Cole comes back, I don't see it. Yeah.
I think Kyle is in the.
We haven't seen him in a while, so I would be happy to see that.
And that's all.
Nope, wrong. Strickland versus Brody King. Actually, it's kind of a hard one. I think 3, 2, 1, swerve. Yeah. Brody's good, but like, I think swerve. You talk too much this episode, so we're at an hour.
If I were to lose the title, this is the big.
It's only AEW ones that we
have two different. Babes of Wrath and then Darby's team.
We then have AEW Continental Championship Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita. No time limit. This is a very hard one too. I don't know. Parker definitely put Mox and wrote a bunch of different stuff to throw me off. 3, 2, 1, Mox. Okay.
I can see Takeshita.
I could too, but I just feel like I don't know. I feel like
Mox got a good ring. If he loses, he loses.
Yeah.
I think this is what would lead Takeshita to leaving Don Callis.
Yeah, shut up, bro. We should keep talking.
Half of this video was you talking about everything.
Tekla versus Chris Statlander. 2 out of 3 falls. Parker doesn't watch weekly, so
3, 2, 1.
I got Tekla with Willow being the next women's champion.
I think either way, Willow's getting the next champion. I think they let Chris win it so they can do Chris.
If Willow loses the TBS title on the pre-show, I'm going to be so sad.
Because she's going to lose both.
Yeah, she's losing the tag title no matter what.
I'm expecting that to be up.
Yeah. You had Chris. I had Tech. Don't forget, Tekla has the Sisters of Sin, and Chris only has Willow. In the main event, Hangman on Page versus MJF, Texas Death. If Hangman loses, he can never challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again, no matter who the champion is, no matter what he changes his name to, no matter what happens, he cannot challenge.
Oh, that's ever, not just as MJF's the champion?
It's ever. It's the Cody situation.
It's what ruined Cody.
It's why he had to leave, because he couldn't do anything. Jaden, what are you doing as soon as we end recording?
Editing the video.
No, we're doing a quiz. I'm under it.
Oh, that's you.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I got
Hangman.
Hangman. Yeah, I think it's gonna be on Jeff though.
I'm worried. That's
See, I would have picked MJF if he couldn't challenge as long as MJF was champion.
Yeah.
Ever? No way.
I don't know.
Follow-up question. What is the stage gonna look like?
Osprey's coming. That is it for this. Match for the rest of the week.
Oh, yeah.
My match of the week is Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Parker, go quick.
Wrestler. Who did something cool this week? Huh?
Finn.
Oh, Finn did do cool things.
He left.
Oh yeah. Finn Balor.
Or Randy Orton. One of the two.
Finn and Randy.
Okay, that's it for this week's episode. We'll see you in the next one where we have a new champion. Bye.